Wait till I say that for you.
What's up, newbie? What they got you in here for?
Man, they got me in here for a crime that I didn't even commit.
That's what we all say. Same thing I said before I got in here. Man, you know what time it is?
You know what? I really don't want to know what time it is.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You know why? Because every moment we spend in here makes life seem a little longer and longer. Then again, I guess in our case, it's a little shorter and shorter, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
But you know what? While I've been in here, it's given me some time to be by myself. These four walls, they really make things put in perspective. I mean, I only had a couple options. Just work out all day, look at the couple little girly magazines they got, or read that Bible. I chose to read that Bible. I didn't really get too much time to check that out in the regular world. Shut me down in here, figure I see what all the hype was about. Man, just reading these stories about Jesus. You know Jesus?
Man, what about... Do I know him? No, I don't, but how can you tell he real or not? I mean, I can't touch him. I can't feel him. Does he really exist? You tell me. What was that for?
You felt that, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Jesus. You can't touch him, but you can feel him. When he's really around and you're in his presence, you can really feel what's up. I mean, that book I was reading, some stories about Jesus, I mean, what he did in his life, then he died for us, and then when he came back, man, I was reading this one story one day, right? It said Jesus came back. His boys was walking up the road, a couple of his disciples, cats that had been rolling with him for a minute. And Jesus walked up to him, and they were looking at him, they didn't even recognize him. I mean, these are boys that have been rolling with Jesus. He started talking to them, and they heard him, but they wasn't hearing what he was saying, because they didn't realize that was Jesus, you know what I mean? I mean, can you imagine that? They thinking was all messed up. They looking at him, now this is their dog. You've been rolling with him all this time, and all of a sudden now he's unfamiliar to you. The sound of his voice didn't even trigger it for him. I mean, they just played him like, wow, they kept moving. Then I was reading later on, they sat down with Jesus at the table. Right when they started breaking bread with the man, that's when they was like, oh yeah, that's my man Jesus. That's when everything came back, when they stood still. You know, it's kind of like us being in here. So I know we was keeping it moving on the outside, but these four walls tend to shut a brother down, know what I'm saying?
Don't remind me.
Said with nowhere to go, you only get a couple options. Try out that word. Work for me, might go for you.
Yeah. All right, man.
Hey, newbie. Top bunk's yours.